Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of SNL, Saturday Night Library Trivia. This series was created by Carrie and Amber at the Pal Branch, and I'm your host Mandy, also from the Pal Branch. Here are the rules. Today there are 3 rounds of trivia. Grab a piece of paper and a pen if you want. Feel free to pause this video at any time. Don't cheat, and the prize for the winning person or team is there isn't a prize because we're on the internet. Today's theme is Halloween. Happy Halloween everybody if you're watching this live. Round 1 is Halloween movie trivia, round 2 is The Nightmare Before Christmas, and round 3 is scary movie posters. Okay, get ready. Do you guys remember this commercial? You're like exactly my age if you remember this commercial. Alright, round 1, Halloween movie trivia. Question 1, who accidentally resurrects 3 witches in Hocus Pocus? Question 2, where do the Ghostbusters set up their headquarters? Question 3, what is the name of Dietz's daughter in Beetlejuice? Question 4, who was not one of the 3 witches in Hocus Pocus? A. Sarah, B. Winnie, C. Andrea. Question 5, who travels to Christmastown in The Nightmare Before Christmas? Is it A. Jack Sparrow, B. Jack Skellington, or C. Jack Pumpkinhead? Question 6, who plays Count Dracula in Hotel Transylvania? Question 7, who is the worst witch in the 1986 film with the same name? A. Molly, B. Mildred, C. Megan. Question 8, what does Coraline have to do if she wants to stay in the other world? I thought this was cool because she's a stop motion animation, so this is him actually animating her. And she's like, get off me. I love this movie. Question 9, what year was Young Frankenstein released? 1954, 1964, or 1974? Question 10. What is the name of Marnie's grandmother in Halloween Town? A. Aria, B. Alice, or C. Aggie? Question 11. What do Lock, Stock, and Barrel try to steal in The Nightmare Before Christmas? Question 12. What non-scary Halloween film features Dr. Frank Infurter? A. Dracula, B. The Addams Family, or C. The Rocky Horror Picture Show? I think this is fairly scary in parts, though. Parts are. Question 13. What year was Teen Witch released? 1987, 1989, or 1991? I was going to say the GIF is a clue, but those all could work. Question 14. What is the name of the psychiatrist in Halloween? I think he's a psychiatrist. He's got a doctorate for sure. I like by the 17th sequel, he's just screaming the whole movie like. Ah! Question 15. What happens to suitors of Sally and Gillian and Owen in Practical Magic? A. They turn into frogs. B. They disappear. C. They die. probably Jillian. I've never seen Practical Magic, to be truthful. Question 16. What does Norman need to protect the town in Paranorman? A, an amulet. B, cold coins. C, a book. I wonder if B is supposed to be gold coins. Will you put in the comments? I've seen Paranorman, but it's been a really, really long time. Actually, same company that made Coraline, we learned from talking to Vera Broskell last week. "17. What beer are the teens drinking in the first Halloween movie?" We couldn't verify this one. My husband and I looked for a while. We believe we are correct. Again, put it in the comments if we're not. Also, don't mix it up with whatever 80s beer the teens are drinking in Nightmare, or in Friday the 13th. That's there too. "18. What year was It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown released? 1956, 1966, or 1961? This one's kind of hard. Question 19. What is the name of the dog in Frankenweenie? A, Sparky. B, Spot. C, Sam. And question 20, who lives in the Monster House? Is it Percy Pendlewick, Horace Nevercracker, or Stanley Stinkingham? That is the DIY house show Monster House. Do you guys remember that from it's probably like 90s, early 2000s, where they're like, this guy's really interested in aviation. Let's make his whole house look like some crazy thing that can never ever be resold. Different Monster House though, obviously. All right, round 2 is all Nightmare Before Christmas. True story, I have never seen Nightmare Before Christmas. It's really weird because I'm the biggest Halloween fan on earth, but yeah, I've seen parts, but I haven't seen the whole thing. So if I pronounce stuff wrong, if I get stuff wrong, that's why. Question 1, finish the lyric. I'm the master of fright and a demon of light, and I scare you right out of your skin, your home, your house, or your pants. Question 2. What is on the end of Jack's dog's nose? Is it a red bulb, a tiny jack-o'-lantern, a small flame, or a snow globe? Question 3. What ingredients does Sally use to subdue Dr. Finkelstein? A, deadly nightshade, B, mummy's dust, C, cat's tail, or D, eye of newt. Question 4, finish the lyric. There's frost in every window, oh I can't believe my eyes, and in my bones I feel the warmth that's coming from inside, from a fire that's inside, like sitting fireside, or filling me with pride. Question 5. In Christmastown, what wind-up animal do the elves ride on? Is it a penguin, a reindeer, a polar bear, or a walrus? Question 6. When Jack goes missing, which location is not among the places his friends search for him? Every mausoleum, the pumpkin patch, behind the Cyclops' eye, or in the witch's dungeon? Question 7. The speaking voice for Jack Skellington is provided by actor Chris Sarandon, but who supplies Jack's singing voice? Danny Elfman, Henry Selick, Tim Burton, or Johnny Depp? Question 8. What trick does Sally use to avoid drinking the potion she cooks up? A. It leaks out of her seam. B. She spits it out soon after drinking it. C. Her spoon has holes in it. Or D. She quickly takes an antidote. Question 9. What is Jack's dog's name? There's an answer to one of the questions before this in this picture if you need a clue. Question 10. Where does Sally keep her sewing needle? Behind her ear, in her sleeve, in her purse, or under her shoe? Question 11. What shape is the door in Christmastown? A. Bell. B. Santa Claus. C. Snowman. D. Tree. Question 12. What shape is Jack's bow tie? A. A bat. B. A spider. C. A candy cane. D. A Christmas tree. Question 13. What does Jack call Santa Claus? Question 14. What does Jack ask Sally to do to make it feel more like Christmas? A. Make a red suit. B. Put a Christmas tree. C. Bake cookies. Or D. Hang lights. Question 15. What number does Oogie Boogie always roll on the dice? Oogie Boogie, Oogie Boogie, Oogie Boogie, I'm guessing. A. 12, B. 8, C. 4, D. 2. Question 16. What does Santa give Halloween Town? A. Cookies. B. Wrapped presents. C. Candy canes. D. Snow. Question 17. What treat does Igor love? If you're into Young Frankenstein, it's Igor. I think it's Igor. A. Pistachios. B. Chocolate. C. Dog biscuits. D. Peanuts. Question 18. Who directed the movie? Tim Burton, Henry Selick, Michael McDowell, or Quentin Tarantino? One of these is probably, obviously not true. Question 19. What is Sally stuffed with? Hair, fall leaves, buttons, or candy? And question 20. What is Oogie Boogie stuffed with? Hair, mud, bugs, or leaves? All right, round 3 is scary movie posters. So we're going to show you a movie poster and you just have to name the movie. Question 1. Question 2. Question 3. Question 4. I love this movie. Question 5. Question 6. Question 7. Question 8. Question 9. Question 10. Question 11. Question 12. I literally just put together why that movie's called that. Huh. Question 13. Question 14. Question 15. Question 16. Question 17. Question 18. Question 19. I love this movie. Love it, love it, love it. And question 20. All right, let's do some answers. That's pushing. Round 1, Halloween movie trivia. Question 1, the person who resurrects the witches in Hocus Pocus is Max. Question 2, the Ghostbusters live in a well, they don't live. They operate out of a fire station in New York City. The name of Dietz's daughter in Beetlejuice, yes, Beetlejuice, is Lydia. 4, who is not a witch in Hocus Pocus? It is C, Andrea. 5, who travels to Christmas Town? It is Jack Skellington, obviously. Even I knew that one, and I have not seen that movie. 6, who voices Dracula in Hotel Transylvania? It is Adam Sandler. 7. The worst witch in Worst Witch is Mildred. 8. If Coraline wants to stay in the other world, she has to sew buttons over her eyes. That is a big nope on a rope. 9. Young Frankenstein came out in 1974. 10. Marnie's grandma is Aggie. 11. Lock, Stock, and Barrel steals Santa Claus. 12. The non-spooky spooky is Rocky Horror Picture Show, but it's a little spooky. I think it's a little spooky. 13. Teen Witch came out in 1989. 14. The doctor, psychiatrist, whatever, I don't know what his medical criteria are, is Dr. Oh, I forget his first name. It's Dr. Loomis. I'll accept Loomis. 15. All the suitors in Practical Magic die. 16. Norman needs a book in Paranorman to protect the town. 17. We believe that the teens in Halloween are drinking very old Budweiser, but if we're wrong, put it in the comments. I kind of thought it was Coors, but I think I'm mixing that up with Friday the 13th. 18. The Great Pumpkin was released in 1966. I think I would have guessed 61 for this, but nope, 66. 19. The dog in Frankenweenie is named Sparky. And 20. Horace Nebercracker lives in Monster House. Alright, round 2, Nightmare Before Christmas. Alright, question 1. They will scare you right out of your pants. D. Question 2. At the end of Jack's dog's nose, there is a tiny jack-o'-lantern. So cute. Also Pusheen. 3. Sally uses nightshade. 4. The lyric is "That's coming from inside." It took me a minute to get my own joke. I was like, the call is coming from inside the house. That is clearly the joke that I forgot I put in here. 5. The elves ride polar bears. 6. The only place they don't look for Jack Skellington is in the witch's dungeon. 7. The singing voice of Jack Skellington is Danny Elfman, which I think is kind of ironic, right? His name. 8. Sally avoids eating the potion by putting holes in her spoon. 9. The dog's name is Zero, and they have real dog costumes for this, obviously. And 10. She keeps her sewing needle behind her ear. Question 11. The shape of the door in Christmastown is a tree. D. The shape of Jack Skellington's tie is a bat. Look at that little guy. 13. Jack Skellington calls Santa Sandy Claus. 14. To make it feel more like Christmastown, Sally makes Jack a red suit. 15. Oogie Boogie, Oogie Boogie always throws a 2 on the dice. Snake Eyes. Very unlucky. 16. Santa gives Halloween Town snow. 17. Igor's favorite treat is a dog biscuit. 18. The movie is actually directed by Harry Selick. It may be billed as Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, but actually he wrote it, he did not direct it. 19. Sally is stuffed with fall leaves. And 20. Oogie Boogie is stuffed with bugs. That's gross. Alright, round 3, scary movie posters. I'm going to try to do these by memory. I think I got this. 1 is Scary Movie. That's the movie title is Scary Movie. It's kind of a parody, though. I wouldn't really call it scary. 2 is The Exorcist. 3 is Saw. 4 is The Conjuring. I love The Conjuring. It's obviously, this is a horror movie. It's not for children. It's really good. I always think it's more of a romance than a horror, especially the second one. Put it in the comments if you agree with me. I'm trying to get my coworker to watch it. She likes romance, but she doesn't like horror. I think the second one very romantic. They just love each other, but then there's also, like, you know, terrible hauntings and stuff. 5, Blair Witch, obviously. My husband hates this movie with a furious abandon. You can tell the era that this was made because look at her eyebrows. My eyebrows look just like that in this era, too. 6 is Original Nightmare on Elm Street. That's a cool poster. I like that poster. 7, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's a song. 8, this is Cabin in the Woods. What a weird, interesting movie that was. That's a good one. 9, Paranormal Activity, a movie that I never got into, but, you know, like, nothing happens for the first half an hour of this movie. Dispute me. Like, ooh, the door closes on its own. Like, okay, all my doors do that at home. And they all need grease. They all make weird noises. Like, whatever. All right, done. 10 is Ring or Ringu. I think the poster looked similar for the Japanese or the American one, so I'll take both. 11 is Evil Dead with Bruce Campbell. I like Stephen King like that movie. That's good. 12 is The Sixth Sense. Sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, Sixth Sense. I just got that. Y'all were like, yeah, I got it in 98. Like, good job. 13 is Poltergeist. 14 is The Omen. I don't know why he has a Rottweiler, though. He looks like a very excellent, good boy. Not scary. Look at him. He's all friendly. 15 is 28 Days Later. That's a good one. 16 is The Others, which is based off of Henry James' Turn the Screw, which, what's the new Netflix? Bly Manor is also based off of this. So if you're watching that, this is like more of like the traditional one, and then that's the book that it's based off of. 17 is Carrie. I can't make that look like her in the mirror, but I guess it is. 18 is American Werewolf in London. Awesome movie. 19 is Shaun of the Dead. Aww. Well, Shaun of the Dead was the first horror movie that I actually didn't like horror until I was in my 20s. And that was the first horror movie I really liked. It's still like my favorite. And 20 is 10 Cloverfield Lane. Surprisingly good 10 Cloverfield Lane. I didn't think I'd like that one. So, how did you do? If you got 0 to 20, you're more into Thanksgiving. If you got 20 to 30, you didn't see Nightmare Before Christmas like I didn't see Nightmare Before Christmas. And if you got over 30, you are ghoulish. Thanks for playing, everybody. Join us next week where we will have special guest Nicole Fowles, who's going to join us for Disney trivia. All things Disney, all the time. Okay, bye!